Hello guys, welcome to my very first video, and I am the next Ashens. Well, not quite the next Ashens. Let me just explain myself. This is my very first video on my new channel. Basically, I came up with this idea to do the next Ashens channel simply because over the past day or two, and well, for the next coming days or so, Ashens has been doing a series of Alienware advertisements videos, and it's sort of divided a lot of people. Some people agree with what he's doing, some people have disagreed with what he's doing, and some people are in the middle with what he's done, or what he's actually doing. I'm actually in the middle. I have no problem with him doing those advertising videos at all. The only naggle or niggle I have with him is basically when he uploaded the first video, he tried to trick people into watching it by making out as if it was a completely different video than what it was. But yeah, this is basically a channel for the small minority of people at the moment who don't really like Ashens for whatever reason, as well as they used to, as much as they used to. Well, yeah, he's basically, since filming this, he's lost about 5,000 subscribers, which is a lot. He had about 179,000, now he's got 174,000 and something, so that's as of the time of filming this. But anyway, back to what I'm going to review today. I'm in no way better than Ashens. I'm not even an impersonator. This is just a new approach to Ashens style videos for anybody who sort of, you know, like I said, doesn't really want to support Ashens anymore or anything like that. But what I'm filming today, what I'm reviewing today, is this. It's the Vivitar 850HD underwater digital video recorder with high definition technology, hence the reason why it's got HD in the on the box. And it says here it's got Vivitar experience software to upload at the press of a button to Twitter, YouTube and Facebook. And well, I suppose that's all it can do really, the software, I don't know. First of all, let's take a look at the actual picture on the box here. It's a slight exaggeration of how far it can go underwater. I'll get back to that later. But trust me, you can't actually really do that, you know, go straight in underwater. You can't, let's just say you can't actually go to the bottom of the ocean and see the Titanic and film that. That's just an exaggeration as well, but it can't do that. So anyway, 8.1 megapixel resolution, water resistant up to 10 feet. So yeah, 10 feet isn't really, you know, doing that, is it? It's not very good marketing skills from Vivitar. We make it easy. Well, not really. I'm luckily not filming this video on the Vivitar. I'm using my Sony H70 camera, which I trust a lot more than using this Vivitar. The same rubbish as on the front, except it's also got a few things it can do. 2.4-inch preview screen, not very big, but I suppose it does the job. 4 times digital zoom. Of course, it's not really zoom, is it? It's just you know, it just zooms in on the picture and makes it really grainy and sandy. Built-in microphone and speaker, I would expect that. It's not really a feature, it should just come as standard, shouldn't it? Create your own movies, well, that's what you can do with this, and add special effects with video software. On the side here, it's got really nothing at all. It says SD memory card required, not included. Well, they should actually give you one, but I suppose spending an extra tenner on this isn't really much, considering it didn't cost much in the first place. And on the back here, it tells you more about the Vivitar experience software. Well, that's the less we say about that, the better. Let's open it up then, see what comes inside. Cheap pieces of cardboard. I've actually took this one out before because it's a bit of a nuisance having to do that and then put it all in the box together. Waste of packaging. A really funny looking lanyard. It's yellow with a bit of rubber on it. It feels like someone's small intestine or something, really. It actually looks like a small intestine from something as well. I don't know what the hell that is. This actually feels quite strong, but I'm not going to ever use it. I don't ever use lanyards for anything. Paperwork, well, just poorly printed. The colour's not very good. It should actually be in a bit of a deeper black than what I can see in the naked eye. A warranty certificate, but this is not actually Vivitar. The actual company is called Sakar International, if I remember correctly. And there's actually no stamp on this. I don't know if the warranty actually exists or not. User's guide, again, part of the whole shebang. That, which actually looks, the camera actually looks slightly different than the actual real thing itself. And here's the Vivitar Experience software that they're really proud of, because they mentioned it on the box several times. I won't actually put this in my computer because I'll probably be at risk of getting a virus, so more likely has a virus on it, so I won't bother with that either. So let's move all that rubbish to the side. And here's the actual USB cable and the charging cable. I actually had the USB charger as well, but I threw that in the bin because it was made so horribly, so I'm stuck to using my Apple one for my iPhone. But yeah, the actual USB cable itself is made of good quality, but yeah, the actual charging bit isn't worth using. I was probably at risk of burning the house down or something. Here's the camera itself. It says Vivitar DVR 850HD. It says it's a HD 2.4 inch preview screen, 4x digital zoom. I don't know why camera manufacturers actually put stickers on their cameras for, to make them look like they've got extra features or something. The lens, which actually doesn't really look very good, you know, it's actually quite big. It's actually about the same as a 1p coin, but the actual lens itself is really tiny. It's a really small dot, meaning the quality isn't going to be good at all. The flash also looks very small. Yeah, not very good. Speaker, I suppose it's not bad, it does the job. I've actually tested this. Fake cheap chrome effect, not very good. These buttons are very fiddly. You really have to push down on them to actually get them to work. Zooming in and out is a pain. You've got your too easy button for featuring the picture taking and the video taking. Two cheap LED lights. It doesn't actually say what one indicates with what. It should be one there and one there really, but there's Vivitar for you. On the side here, this rubber grip, quite a nice feeling. The actual SD memory card battery door is doesn't feel very secure, you know. That's all there is to stopping that and the water from getting in. It doesn't actually look very watertight. It's not very rubbery. Here's a funny thing though about what this camera uses. You'll have to see this if I can get the damn thing out. It actually uses Nokia batteries, and this one looks just like a Nokia battery. The BL5B has even got written on it. This came with it, and it's it actually looks really nice in a holographic you know, shiny paper thing. It says made in China obviously, but yeah, it uses Nokia batteries. I don't know if they're allowed to do that or not. They're probably breaking several Nokia's patented rules, and the battery life isn't that good either. I mean, I just left this off for about 2 weeks without using it and battery was nearly gone. 860 milliamps, I suppose it's got half of that. They do like to lie sometimes on the labels. And if you must know what memory card I'm using, is this TDK 4GB SD high capacity class 4, which probably is worth more than the actual camera itself. So let me just stick that in there, because I suppose you want to see what the picture quality is like. So yeah, it's just that, and then you have to open up this every time to charge it, so it's a bit of a pain, and you have to really stick that down. Sometimes it doesn't actually stick down. So we open it and you instantly notice something. Yes, if you just heard that correctly, that was actually Sony's sound clip that they use for their cameras. I'm using my Sony one and that is exactly the same. So again, they're breaking companies' patents, surely. You know, you can't use Nokia's batteries and Sony's patented sound clips that they use for their own cameras. How is this allowed to use that? So anyway, the quality isn't, I don't think you can see that, but it's not very good at all. It's horrible. The screen is absolutely terrible quality for starters. It's not even good plastic, you know, let alone glass. My Sony H70 camera I'm using now is made of glass, but this isn't even good plastic. It's about the same plastic you get on the Nintendo DS touchscreen, and that's really bad for a watertight, waterproof camcorder. Inside it's very plain, more rubber, a stupid sticker that doesn't need to be stuck there. It'll peel off eventually after being in the sea for a couple of hours. 2 buttons. I don't know why the power button is on the inside when you just flip it open and it automatically you know, turns on. But and then that's the replay button for accessing the photos and your videos. Picture quality wise, for taking photos, it's actually really good. You know, 8.1 megapixel sensor, but for video quality it's not good. It's quite sandy, grainy, even on the maximum settings. This does 720p video, doesn't do 1080. And take a look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but the battery is already halfway, and I've actually just charged this up a few days ago, and I'm not even lying. That is true, and it's already halfway, so that is just saying something right there about the battery. Is just terrible. But yeah, zooming in, I don't know if you can see this. I can actually bend it a little bit as well. I don't know if that breaks it. I don't really care. Do it this way, like an iPhone style ratio. Zooming in, yeah, it's not very good. 4 times digital zoom, and again pressing the buttons is a real pain. There's not much more to say about it really. It's breaking patented patents from various companies, probably even more. The design was probably even stolen by a different company. I would not recommend buying this at all, maybe just for picture taking. And here's a funny bit as well that I want to get from the manual quickly before we run out of time. As I am a newbie, you know, I only get my 15-minute upload limit, and my internet is very slow, like dial-up. I'm only joking, but it is slow. Oh, flipping hell, what language do I speak? Read me first, there we go. There is one bit here, and I don't know if it's in this one or if it's in the user guide, but you have to really read this. I think it's in this. Again, in a million different languages. Yeah, I think it's in this one somewhere. Jesus Christ. 2 sheets, 2 papers. Here we go. You have to read this, it's very funny. After capturing images underwater, it is normal that some water will enter the body, but not battery cover if closed properly. Well, more than likely water will enter that as well, because that's not really sealed up well anyway. Of the camcorder. This will not damage the camcorder or the images captured really. Well, it will damage the memory card for starters. Once out of the water, dry the camera with a dry towel. Why do you have to do that for? It's got special rubber technology on here. Any water in the camcorder will eventually dry out by itself. What, after 24 hours? Turn and rest the camcorder top down on a dry and flat surface as shown in the diagram below. This will allow the water to drain. This may take up to 3 to 4 hours to dry by itself. What's the point in making this and marketing it as a waterproof camcorder when it clearly isn't? It claims to only do 10 feet, it probably doesn't even do that, let alone having to put it upside down. You know what, let's test the theory and see if we can actually do that. Let's copy the diagram and follow Vivitar's instructions. You remember what the diagram says, so let's try and attempt to do it now. Camcorder is going to go onto a flat surface like this, okay? Let's see if that works. Oh, it does! It certainly does, which is quite good, because last time I did it, it didn't actually stay. And I know I'm on the sofa here, but it didn't work. Ah, there you go, it partly works. Works sometimes and doesn't work other times. Very clever, Vivitar, very clever. That's all I have for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Please let me know what you think, and there'll be another video coming soon.